Big dramatic news are coming from the Middle East. Please pray for peace. In a world where history, prophecy, and modern geopolitics collide, three remarkable events are unfolding nearly simultaneously, capturing the attention of the entire world, all centered around ancient prophecies. From Jerusalem to the skies of America, down to the tense geopolitical situation in the Middle East. Stick around to find out why everybody is going crazy over the red heifers in Israel. And does Iran plan to strike Israel on the last Friday of Ramadan? In a not so quiet, yet profoundly symbolic move, 5 red heifers were imported from Texas to Israel, have ignited a firestorm of religious and political talk. These animals, steeped in biblical prophecy, have been linked by Hamas to the recent massacre, with claims of religious motivations fueling the conflict. Get this, on the 100th day of the war between Israel and Hamas, a Hamas spokesperson proclaimed that Israel's aggression, quote-unquote, reached its peak with bringing of the red cows to the Holy Land. However, keep in mind that these red heifers actually made it to Israel on September 2022. But what's up with all the interest in red heifers from Texas? Well, the history of the red heifers, you have to know it, comes from the book of Numbers, chapter 19, a symbol of purification in ancient Jewish rituals. In Numbers, chapter 19, verse 2, it says, "This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord hath commanded, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring thee a red heifer without a spot, wherein is no blemish, and upon which never came yoke." And today, its significance has captured the attention of Jews, Christians, and Muslims worldwide, especially because it intertwines with the concepts of messianic prophecy and the rebuilding of the third temple. However, if you ask right now an average Israeli in the street, if he knows anything about red heifers being in Israel, they would probably not know what you're talking about. Most Israelis are not aware that there is an entire chaos ongoing right now around some red heifers. Located in Shiloh, where the tabernacle was moved before the building of the first temple, these red heifers, now in their 3rd year, are deemed qualified for the prophetic sacrificial purposes everyone is talking about. This development comes as the regional conflict reaches a critical juncture, with both sides interpreting the arrival of the heifers through the lens of faith and warfare. These red heifers are driving the world crazy, especially when we're right before Passover. The Passover sacrifice, also known as the Pesach offering, holds significant importance in Jewish tradition, commemorating the Exodus from Egypt. It symbolizes the lamb sacrificed and its blood marked on the doorposts, sparing the Israelites from the 10th plague. Notice all these numbers. As the internet is going crazy about the red heifer story and whether it will bring an apocalypse or not, the skies over America on the other side of the globe, pretty much, will bear witness to a rare and captivating spectacle, a total solar eclipse. On April 8th, the sky will go dark for a few minutes. In the middle of the day, the temperature will drop, stars will appear, and birds will become confused and start chirping their night songs. The Bible speaks of signs in the skies as newsbreaker of significant events, with the book of Joel, Acts, and Revelation mentioning the sun turning into darkness and the moon into blood before the terrible day of the Lord comes. This imagery has led many to ponder the connection between everything that we see unfolding and the prophecy of the end times. Now, let's talk about the head of the snake, the Islamic regime in Iran that is behind all this war that we see right now in the Middle East. They're basically sponsoring everything: Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis in Yemen. Iran has issued a stark vow to retaliate against Israel, marking a significant escalation in regional tensions. This declaration comes after a daring operation that resulted in the death of key Iranian officials in Damascus, including the head of the IRGC in Syria. This is the first time that a strike kills Iranian officials directly. All other strikes have been on weapon shipments and facilities, but not this daring of an operation. Now, Israel is now on high alert and is taking unprecedented measures to secure its borders and protect its people. There are GPS disruptions across Israel. If you are going to use Waze or Google Maps right now, it'll probably show you that you're in Beirut instead of Tel Aviv. Now, the funny thing is that Israel initiated these disruptions. And the purpose of the disruptions is, in the case of precise aerial threats launched toward Israel, to disrupt their ability to hit the target accurately. So, let's say if the Iranians want, for example, to launch a UAV or a cruise missile guided by GPS, the missile or UAV will have difficulty finding their way to the target. The IDF has also called up air defense reservists, given the concerns of the retaliation, and the Israeli Air Force is on the highest state of alert as well. Now, because of all this chaos that we see, Israel's Home Front Command had to issue a message to Israelis to calm them down and said that there is no need to buy generators, there is no need to buy extra food and store food or withdraw money from ATMs. Now, here's what Iran's regime can do when they threaten to punish Israel. Number one is Iran firing directly from Iran. This Friday is the last Friday of Ramadan, which is also Quds Day in Iran, their version of Jerusalem Day, if you may. On that day, they usually call for the destruction of Israel and basically celebrate this. Some people speculate that something will happen on that day, which is tomorrow. Iran might use proxies in the Middle East to attack Israel. That's number two. And number three is that they might target Israeli sites in other countries. This is very big news coming from the Middle East. So I ask for your prayers for my nation. We need them right now. We need peace. We need victory over evil. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates and visit theisraelstore.com to show your support and love for Israel. Stay informed, stay strong, and most importantly, never lose hope.